After a huge national tragedy, at some point, usually the president makes plans to go down to the crash site to meet with first responders, similar in a sense in what George W. Bush did after 9/11 when he took that megaphone and he said, I hear you, and soon the world is going to hear you. Similar to what Joe Biden did after the New Orleans attack, praying with some of the victims and their families. So Donald Trump was asked yesterday, do you plan on going to the crash site? Keep in mind, even to this day and to this hour and this minute, there are still dead bodies that have yet to be recovered. And I want you to listen to how Donald Trump responded to this very fair question by this journalist.
Families of the victims of the plane crash.
I don't want to comment on that.
Do you have a plan to go visit the site or meet with any of the
I have a plan
responders?
to visit, not the site, because you tell me, what's the site? The water?
Or to meet with
Want
the
me to go
first
swimming?
responders down there?
I don't have a plan to do that, but I will be meeting with some people that were very badly hurt with their family member, obviously, but I'll be meeting with some of the families, yeah.
Today?
Think about that response. He's being asked as the president of the United States, do you want to go down to this disaster? Why? Any reasonable person would say to talk with first responders, those that are risking their lives, by the way. This is not an easy job to go in those below freezing temperature waters. And to give some people there maybe a little bit of hope and to thank them. There's a lot of reasons why a president will go down to do something like that. And Donald Trump's first response, what, do you want me to swim? I mean, I suppose you could use Donald Trump as a floating device. I suppose maybe you could use Donald Trump in that aspect. I wish they did, by the way. Think about that for a minute. Horrible tragedy. So many innocent people losing their lives. So many, and we're going to talk about this in a moment. They haven't even recovered all the bodies out of the water yet. And Donald Trump's first response is, what, do you want me to swim? In an insulting answer to what was a very fair question. And people can say what they want about Joe Biden. But I think one of Joe Biden's best qualities, in my opinion, was his empathy towards others. He's been through a lot in his life, losing his first wife and daughter in a car accident. Extremely tragic, something you never get over. So he can relate. And meeting with families that are going through the grieving process was, in my opinion, one of Joe Biden's best qualities to this day. That's what we need in situations like this. We need a president with empathy. We need a president that cares about other human beings. And I guarantee you, if Joe Biden was asked that question, he wouldn't have answered it in the way Donald Trump was. It would have been the opposite. He would have said, yes, I am planning on going down there. I'm going to meet with the first responders. I'm going to meet with the victims. And if they want to put me on a boat and show me the work that they are doing, I will gladly do that. And I will be there for them and the victims' families. That's the way Joe Biden would have answered that question. Donald Trump? Well, why do I need to be there in the water? Do you want me to swim? Because Donald Trump is a despicable piece of turd, a horrible human being. And it's disgusting. It's despicable.